Alright ladies, there are three core elements to what most men consider unforgettable intimacy. And these are tension, impact, and connection. Now, I know that this probably sounds a bit abstract, right? So don't worry, I'm gonna break it down using some principles from male psychology and what I've learned from many private conversations with men, so you can better understand how to build a deeper, lasting connection through intimacy. My name is Ismael Gomez, I'm a coach, writer, and speaker, and for those of you who clicked on this video and immediately thought, Ismael, why is it always about pleasing the men? Let me just say this, okay? As a man myself, I spent years learning how to please a woman, okay? Emotionally and physically, because I wanted to deepen the connection with my own partner. Remember that learning is changing, okay? Learning is growing, but changing doesn't mean forgetting who you are. So never confuse those two, okay? So let's begin. Number one, tension, desire, and polarity. Great intimacy does not start in the bedroom. It starts way before that. It begins with tension, emotional, mental, and energetic tension. That feeling of wanting something but not getting it right away. You know, like when you're about to kiss and then you pull back with a playful smile. Us men feel completely excited when there's polarity, okay? That natural pull between your energies. And you don't create that by trying to be perfect or overly available. You create that by being playful, unpredictable, and confident in your presence. I mean, I always use this analogy of fast food versus a fancy restaurant, right? Like one is quick and easy but forgettable, and the other one is an experience. You know, it takes time, it builds anticipation, it makes everything taste better. And honestly, if you let most men lead the interaction, we just want to skip straight to the main course, right? No appetizers, no ambience, just like straight to it. But that's where you come in, because when you slow it down and you turn it into something more meaningful, that's when it becomes unforgettable. Actually, one of the most powerful ways to build tension is to gently say, not yet, or I like taking my time with you. I mean, if you say that playfully in the middle of an intimate moment, I promise you that his mind will explode, okay? He's not just going to feel turned on, he's going to feel completely pulled in. I mean, ladies, understand that a man is never going to fantasize about what's easily handed to him, right? He's going to fantasize about what makes him reach, rise, and remember. And this is not about playing hard to get, okay? It's about creating moments that mean something. Does that make sense, ladies? Because I know that a lot of you, okay, I see it in the comments, you've been watching the videos, getting the lessons, but some of you still feel stuck in your love life. Like you're not completely sure how to implement these things with men, you know, what steps to take next, and maybe, just maybe, you might need some professional guidance. Listen, I know that it's difficult opening up to a stranger and asking for help, but if you ever need help, okay, you can always book a free clarity call using the link in the pinned comments. I'm always here to support you. Number two, impact. He feels powerful through you. Men don't remember great sex just by how they felt. What also leaves a mark is how deeply you responded to them. That's what's going to stick in his mind, okay? The way that your body responded, the sound of your voice, the way that your eyes changed, the way that you lost yourself in the moment. Even if they don't know how to put it into words, they want to feel chosen, wanted, like they truly matter. When your desire is genuine and open, when your energy reacts to his, it's going to pull him deeper into the connection. And yes, you're boosting his ego, okay, a little bit, but you're also building a feedback loop. Your response is going to fuel his desire, and his effort is going to fuel your response. And that is the loop that creates unforgettable intimacy. And when you get that right, he's not just going to remember the night, he's going to remember the way that he felt like a man with you. Think of it like this. When a guy gives you a gift and your whole face lights up, he's going to remember that moment way more than the gift itself. The same thing happens with intimacy. Men don't just want to perform, they want to feel like they're lighting you up. That your body, your energy, your smile, all of it is changing because of him. Number three, connection. Creating a unique bond. You know, sometimes all it takes is one simple sentence. I love when we do it like that. Phrases like this are going to create a shift, because now it's not just about what he did to you, it's about what you two created together. That kind of language builds connection. It turns sex into something more than a performance. It becomes a moment that feels authentic, alive, and shared. When you say things like, I love it when we slowed down like that, or I didn't expect us to go that far, or that part when we did that thing, you know, felt amazing. Because with all of this, you're not just giving compliments, you're creating intimacy. You're reminding both of you that this is not about doing things right. It's about being present with each other. And here's what many women don't realize, and that is that most men carry quiet insecurities, especially in intimate moments. They wonder if they're doing enough, if you are truly satisfied, if you're doing things to please them, or because you really desire them. When you meet him with presence, real emotion, and a few honest, simple words, you're going to make him feel powerful and safe all at once. That's the kind of moment that we all remember, not just because how we felt physically, but also how we felt emotionally. And you might think that men only care about the physical aspect, but I can tell you that every single woman after 3 to 6 months is all the same thing, right? Like physicality only takes you so far. So it really matters how you connect with him emotionally. And number 4, the final key to great intimacy. Now, those are the 3 core elements that make sex unforgettable for a man. But there's one more thing that keeps it exciting over time, and that is variety. And here's why these matters more than you might think. A man's testosterone, the hormone that fuels desire, is activated by challenge, pursuit, and novelty. It's wired into our biology, okay? So when the experience becomes too predictable, his desire is going to naturally dip. Not always because how he feels about you, but because his body is not getting the same energetic stimulation. And understand, ladies, that everything that I'm explaining is, you know, the motivation behind it, but most men are completely unaware of this, okay? They kind of feel it in their body, but they don't know how to fix it. But what they actually crave is just a shift in energy, you know, a different dynamic, a shift in the rhythm, and this can all be achieved with the woman that they already love. And again, I know many women that do this naturally, but some of you just need to embrace all the different sides of you. The playful you, the wild you know, the soft, sensual you. Change the tempo, change the energy, change the locations. You know, sometimes it's intense, sometimes it's slow and connected, sometimes it's in the middle of the day when he's not expecting it, sometimes it's a new outfit or a new position. That contrast, that variety of presence is what keeps the connection alive. That's how you speak to his biology and his heart, and how he's never going to forget what it's like to be with you. Alright, ladies, so before ending the video, I do want to clarify something that I know all of you are probably thinking, and that is that this is not about you doing it all alone, okay? It's about co-creating something with him. Sometimes, of course, you might need to be the one that inspires him first, okay? You might need to show him what's possible by the way that you show up, but the right man is going to want to meet you there. Because great intimacy happens when you're both willing to be present, playful, and authentic with each other. And of course, if you want to keep learning how to create stronger physical and emotional intimacy with a man, check out my other videos here on the channel. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I'm glad that you've chosen me to learn about self-love, dating, and relationship dynamics, because like I always say, for your relationships to change, you need to change, okay? Have a beautiful day.